Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Grow Wealthy Grooming. I am your host, Riverly, founder of the Savvy Groomer, where we teach you guys to go from being burnt out, broken to healthy, wealthy, and happy, building a grooming business on your terms. So let's go ahead and hop into today's topic. Ba-ba-da-ba. Do you need a vacation from your grooming salon or just a day off? So a lot of times when we go on vacation, it's not just about relaxation. It's about fun, adventure, to go to places that you've never been, to revitalize ourselves. But a lot of times when we go on vacation, we need a vacation from our vacation, right? What do we actually get in return when we go on vacation? A lot of times we say we need a vacation. And so we'll go away and we think we'll be revitalized, but 9 times out of 10, we're just not. We're actually more tired when we get back than we were when we left. And a lot of it can be because you're coming back to being overwhelmed, exhausted, and you're not in a better place, right? Before you left, right, you had this hope. You're like, I'm going to go enjoy my vacation. And when I come back, I'll feel better, right? That's the hope. But we come back to exactly where we left our life. So consider this. Have you ever considered just taking a day off every week instead of planning a whole vacation? Now, I'm not saying never go on vacation, but what I'm saying is to make a little vacation for yourself, right? A lot of us just need some time off because we're burnt out. A lot of us go on vacation, we spend all this money when we really don't have that money to spend. So let's do a little bit. And instead of going on this vacation, let's just take a day off. Okay. Can you sit in my lap? Okay. So let's talk weekends. I know a lot of us take weekends off, right? There's this movement in the grooming industry where we're starting to take weekends off and we're trying to take our power back, right? But let's be honest. A lot of us have started to take weekends off in order to spend time with our human kids or go to dog sports or go and hang out with family, right? So it ends up just being a whole day's worth of chores. So, if you're not doing that, you're probably cleaning your house, you're catching up on laundry, you're running errands, you're doing all of the things you couldn't do during the grooming day, right? Or things like payroll, grooming your own dogs. I know I'm really guilty of that. And again, you're not focusing on revitalizing yourself. You're not focusing on the self-care of not doing anything, okay? You're not really taking a mental health day. So financially and logistically, it will make more sense to just take a day off, just taking a mental health day, especially where vacations and gas and plane tickets have gotten more and more expensive. Having a little staycation where you get your food, you watch your movies, you binge some Netflix, it's better financially for you as well. It's harder to move an entire week's worth of pets, right? When you're grooming, everyone in a perfect world should be on a regular cycle. So if you have 4 weeks worth of clients every month, taking an entire week to go away is a lot harder. And because of that, often we're going on vacation either only twice a week and we're putting all of our relaxing time into those 2 weeks, or we're doing smaller, more frequent vacations where we're going away for 3 or 4 days, right? We're going away for 3 or 4 days. We're trying to get the most out of it. And then when we come back, we overbook ourselves, those dogs, right? So you need more time off to just book those clients, right? So the week's worth of clients, how to explain this? When you're moving that weeks of clients, either you lose the money completely, or on the flip side, you end up having to do more dogs on other days. So when you're going away for an entire week, unless if this is how your business is set up, it's not allowing you to relax. You're working twice as hard to then go on adventures. Okay. Here's how we can start implementing certain things in order to take a day off and not necessarily consider it like a vacation. Again, I want your vacation. When you think vacation, I want you to think adventure. We need to focus on how to take time off to stop our industry from being burnt out. I know I talk so much about adventure and fun. And listen, I want you to do those things, right? But don't see a vacation as time off. See your vacation as adventure. Okay. If you're being burnt out, a vacation is not going to help that unless if that vacation is specifically designed to help relieve something when you come back. Okay. So here's how you can actually implement taking days off. Okay. So let's look at a sparse day and consider just, or a light day, right? If you have a light day where you have half your clients, or if you have less clients, maybe you could just move them to another day. You would have done that anyway when you're going away on a vacation, right? So if you have a work schedule where you're working 5 or 6, maybe even 7 days a week, I want you to really consider shortening your week. I know that seems really difficult, but one really easy way of doing that is a price increase. If you're not sure how to do that, I do have my price increase masterclass. You're more than welcome to take it. It's a self-study. It's really easy to follow along, do the math, and then be able to increase your prices enough to be able to have a day off. And I mean a day off, not a day to do all this other stuff, a day to just completely unplug. Okay. And I understand you may not be in a position to either take my price increase masterclass, or maybe you're not in a position right now to move these pets around because you're so burnt out, you're so tired, you just don't know what to do. I really honor that. I see post after post after post of everyone posting how burnt out they are. There's so many reasons for that. And a lot of it is we're just not making traction. We're escaping on a vacation. Nothing changes when we come back, and then we're still burnt out and we don't understand why. Okay. That's why I really want you guys to start taking mental health days. Again, vacation equals adventure. Days off equals unplugging. Mental health days. Okay. Ideally, all of us should be taking at least 2 weeks of vacation. But again, those vacations are going to be adventure based. Most of us are not going to spend our 2 weeks vacation sitting at home watching Netflix. Some of us will because they would have done that either way. Or, we're going to be taking a vacation with family, and then you have all those responsibilities, right? It's not a true vacation, and it doesn't move the needle. We are not less burnt out, and we don't come back with a plan. Okay. If you're in a financially strained place and you're getting burnt out, plan a day or two of mental health. It's not going to kill you to take one day off to just completely unplug. And just so you guys know, it takes a long time. It takes almost a year of doing mental health practices in order to revise yourself. Sorry, crazy cat in the lap. Excuse you. I'm recording this. Thank you. Sorry. But yeah, think about it. It takes over a year of practicing mindfulness and being kind to yourself and really being your own advocate in order for burnout to stop. But we have to make a plan, guys. Listen, we have to, as groomers, start changing this. This has to be an industry-wide decision. I personally enjoy being outside. So when I do my mental health days, I like to take a book and go sit in a hammock or even an audiobook because I like just sitting in the sun. I know it's bad for my skin. It is what it is. That's why I got sun damage. It is what it is, guys. Um, but it's really soothing for me to go walk on the beach. I love just having my feet in the sand and the water or go sitting in a hammock. I really love sitting in a hammock, putting my AirPods in and just listening to an audiobook or a podcast. It is so refreshing to me. And it just takes that burden off. And again, I'm not taking a whole week off. When we take a whole week off, what we're doing is we're putting our whole life on pause for a week to go have an adventure versus when I'm having a mindful mental health day, I'm just unplugging. I'm just now, it is for a day. And for some of you guys, you might be like, well, it sounds like it's the same. But there's a difference between the energy of a vacation is I am so pent up. I've spent all this time, doing an entire week's worth of dogs, right? Basically doing double the grooming or losing a whole week's worth of pay. And then when I get there, I want to really suck the juice out of all of this free time. So you're go, 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 right? That's a very different manic energy than I'm just going to give myself permission to do nothing today. That is a very different energy. And taking 1 or 2 days off a week to really just decompress allows you to just be. Okay. I want you to start making your days off count. We work way too hard. And a lot of you guys are grooming 40 hours a week. Then you're spending another 10 to 20 hours doing back office stuff, whether or not you have employees. And then on your days off, you're taking care of dogs or cats, depending on what your menagerie entails. You're taking care of human kids, you're taking care of spouses, you're taking care of laundry, you're taking care of your house, you're working on back end stuff, right? I want you to remember what you love to do, to connect with you, to let you relax. And if you're like, I don't relax, I feel that. Your girl's not much of a relaxer. I'm just not. I definitely prefer to be more like high energy. But if I don't force myself to just chill, I just get burnt out. I just keep going, and I crash. And maybe you're different. Maybe you really are the Energizer Bunny. But if I had to make something up, you're probably not. And that's okay, right? So let's talk about how this could potentially work. So if a groomer takes 5 days off, right? Let's say they average and they gross about $500 a day, right? So the salon takes in $500 a day normally. They're going to essentially lose that $2,500. So that's 500 times 5. Hi, kitty. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And yes, I definitely count on my fingers. She's going to immediately lose out on that $2,500 going on vacation. Or she's going to have to put that money, like she's going to have to, it sounds terrible for me to say, or she's going to have to groom double the dogs, either the week before, like half on the week before and half on the week after. So that really sucks. I don't love doing 50% more dogs. Not a big fan. Okay. So, and let's say they're going on vacation. So if they're going to go on vacation, depending upon where you go, if you're going to take a whole week off and you only get 2 of them, let's say you're going on a cruise or you're going to be, I don't know, you're going to go somewhere. It's so funny. Like I'm very easy. I go on a cruise or I like to go somewhere where there's beach. I'm a really simple, easy person. But maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to go, to Australia, or you want to go to Japan, or you want to go to Europe. Maybe you just want to go to Yellowstone. I don't know, right? Wherever you want to go. But I would say a healthy vacation fund is about $2,000. Okay. So if you had that $2,500 in lost revenue, right? And that $2,000, that's $4,500. All right. So let's break this down. If a groomer takes 5 days off, let's say they're making about $500 a day in their shop. Okay. that means that it's going to be $2,500 in lost revenue for the week. And to be easy, let's say $2,000 for a vacation fund. Some of you guys are going to say, oh my God, that's so much money. And some of you guys are going to be like, oh my God, that's not enough. I definitely spend more than $2,000 when I go on vacation because I want to go on a cruise or I want to go somewhere on a plane. And plane tickets are now like $400 to $700 because your girl's not flying Frontier. That's not happening. And then hotels or Airbnbs, and it just adds up super quick. So for a nice, easy round number, let's say $2,000 for that vacation fund. Okay. So if you had that $2,500 in lost revenue, you could take an extra day off a month for 5 months, right? So you could, for 5 months, just take those days off. Now, that may not sound like a great idea, right? Some of you guys might be like, I don't understand why I would do that versus going away on that vacation. Well, because that's 1 day off extra a month. And by doing that, you're actually saving yourself from being burnt out. Because again, whether you take all 5 of those days in a row or you take them off each month, depending upon how you're using them, right? Are you going on an adventure or are you taking a mental health day? Where are you currently in your mental health? A lot of us are burnt out. And the reason we're burnt out is because we're taking week-long adventure trips instead of taking the occasional mental health day. Okay. And then don't forget too, that $2,000 vacation fund divided by those 5 days off, that gives you another $400 a day to go have mini adventures or mini adventures, mini vacations. You could have a baller ass restaurant. You could go to the fanciest restaurant and spend that $400, right? I mean, you could go and get like Cristal, maybe. Actually, I don't know how much Cristal is. You get Vu, which is like $120 a bottle. You get 2 of them and a steak dinner and give a very generous tip. You can literally tip the waiter $100 and just walk away, right? You could have an insane spa day. You could get a massage and a facial and do a water journey. You could do all these really fancy things like a sugar scrub, whatever you want. I mean, you could have for $400 a really amazing spa day. Or you could just keep that money and, you could just watch Netflix all day and eat the crappy food that you love. I love cheese balls. I don't know why, man. That's like my thing. I really love, I'll get like a giant container from Walmart and just eat them. Like I fucking love them. So, whatever it is that you want, or roll that money over and use it all on a different day, or potentially not quite exactly an entire day off, but that gives you, again, another day off that you could take that you're not spending that money on. Okay. So why do we want to take mental health days? You might be like, I don't understand. What's the big deal? Vacations make sense when you can afford them, right? But using a vacation as a mental health support instead of just seeing it as a fun adventure, I think is a major problem in our industry. Remember, vacations are adventure. Vacations are luxury. Okay. Mental health days need to be a part of our regular life. Okay. They're how you're going to get through problems with your life. And they're going to give you a break from the day-to-day toil that is being a groomer and is being a business owner. And I want you to consider when was the last time you had like a day off? No, you didn't have to do anything. You could just literally have a wad of cash and do whatever you want and have no one to answer to, right? So here's what it could look like, okay? You could do this 4 days a month. You could do this 1 day a month. You could do this 2 days, work a week, and then do another 2 days, right? However it works for you, do it intentionally and don't feel bad about it. So many people, they take a day off and it's like they're guilty. Like they're ashamed that they're a human being with feelings and thoughts and that they almost feel like they don't deserve it. I just think that's so sad. We have to change in order to grow, in order to keep going. We are, as an industry, so burnt out. Okay. And there's no reason to feel bad as long as you want to do it. You deserve time off. You don't need to do things in order to be worthy or useful. Like, usefulness does not make you lovable or better. You are just as wonderful sitting, watching Netflix, eating cheese balls in that ratty pajama set that is like all broken in, so you'll never throw it away. You are just as awesome. And sometimes that's what you need. Okay. So you have to take care of yourself, guys. You have to take care of yourself. I need you guys to take care of yourself. I shouldn't say I need you to, because I know some of you guys have to do this for you. But I worry about you guys. I worry about you guys so, so much. Okay. And I know we're all so busy constantly trying to be better and to push ourselves, be better groomers, be better moms, build better dogs, right? I feel like, training our dogs and taking care of our dogs and learning about whatever we need to learn about and do and just everything, right? It's like work out and be skinnier and learn more about health. And, we're just constantly on this treadmill, running. You have to give yourself time off the treadmill before you crack. There's so many of us that are a hair away from just completely either having an emotional breakdown or, flipping out on somebody, right? Ready to just explode because we are just running. And there's no end. You have to create these ends and you have to give yourself permission on those days to literally do nothing, and I think part of it is acknowledging that we're all human and that we don't need to apologize or need to validate why we're human. Just acknowledging that I'm a person that needs time off. And on my days off, it's not catch up on chore day. It's different. And if you're worried about your clients, let's say you have 2 clients on one day for whatever reason, just block the rest of the day off. If you are starting to do this and you really don't have any room yet, at least start by having half days. Okay. Or consider calling the client saying, hey, something's come up that day. Would you mind if I put you here or here? Most clients, if you have very good clients and if you've learned about soulmate clients, they're going to be willing to do that for you. Okay. You can also you can sweeten the pot by giving them a free upgrade. Things like free teeth brushing are really easy. Or if you have like something that's not going to take you a lot more time, like don't offer them a free de-shed, or like something crazy. Like I can't do painted nails. So I would never offer like, oh yeah, we'll add a free dye job or free painted nails. Don't do that. But find something that makes sense for the client and is like a little bit of like an encouragement, right? And then, make sure you're doing something for them and then just move them, right? It's really important that you make it a priority, that you make your mental health a priority. So here are some quick tips. Try to schedule out your mental health days. Try to give yourself time before you need them. Now, if you already need them, that's okay, right? But it's important for us to start blocking those days off. And you're like, okay, again, you're going to have the same feeling like you did for the week-long vacation. You're going to have that excitement of like, when I get to whatever day, let's say Monday, when I get to Monday, I'm just going to do nothing. And when anyone asks me to do something, I'm going to be like, no, it is a mental health day. It is a no day, and obviously if you have children or if you have special needs pets or anything like that, you may have to, do the bare necessities. But other than the bare necessities, it is a coast today. I am not doing anything. Any projects can wait till tomorrow, anything like that. It's going to be a great shift for you. And then when you do your vacations and you have those luxuries, you have those adventures, it's not going to have the same weight. Because when you go and you play, You're going to come home and know that that's what it was for, right? That's what that's for. And it's really important that you have these mental health days scheduled, because if you're the kind of person who's just constantly running on the treadmill, you're going to crash and burn because you just don't stop, right? You're running to vacation time. And then when you vacation, you're running because it's adventure time. And then when you come back to work, you just keep going. So I hope this has helped a lot, because again, I think the confusion sometimes is that a vacation means time off, and it doesn't. Okay. That said, I do have something really cool to offer. Now, we talked about vacations and we talked about time off. Something a little bit different is a business retreat. The Savvy Groomer is going to be offering business retreats. So there are 3 options available. And here is the difference between a vacation, a day off, and a business retreat. So on a vacation, it's luxury and it's all about adventure, right? And then when you have a day off, it's all about rest and rejuvenation. What a business retreat does is that we take some adventure, we take some rest time, and we focus our energy on changing your business so that when you get back home, you can implement those changes. Is it time off? Definitely not. But that said, when you come back, you're going to be able to tackle that overwhelm. And that is something that the Savvy Groomer really strives for. So we have 3 available. We have our price increase retreat. So if you've taken the price increase masterclass and you need some extra help doing scripting, or really just want to have some weekend girl time to work through how to, hi kitty cat, how to really work through any price increase restrictions or questions or anything like that, then I would highly suggest signing up for that one. That's going to be July 19th to 21st. If you are interested in a membership model, which I think is one of the best remedies for burnout, when you have a clientele that is mutually committed to each other, right? It's almost like a grooming marriage. You say, hey, I will commit to you. I will close my client books. I'm not going to take any new ones, right? And they say, no problem. We're going to agree to do the same. That is going to be our membership model mastermind. And that retreat is going to be from August 19th to 21st. And then, of course, we offer one-on-one private retreats. Now, I will say all of these are held here in Newport, Rhode Island, right here in my personal home. What's really awesome is that the difference between a vacation and a retreat is you are here, yes, of course, to relax. If you want to go to the beach, if you want to go on an adventure and go see the Newport mansions, if you want to go parasailing, whatever you want to do, you can absolutely do that. You're going to wake up in the morning. We're going to be here sitting down, spending 4 to 6 hours a day, talking about your business and really make some changes, make some decisions, and not be distracted. At the same time, hopefully you get a little bit of rejuvenation, but the main goal is to make progress. Vacations are not for progress. Vacations are for adventure and luxury. Days off are for rejuvenation and relaxation. And business retreats are for making progress and kicking some ass. So if you guys are interested in that, the website is savvygroomer.com/retreats with an S. That's going to take you right to that page. And there are certain dates available. This is going to be offered for July 2020. Sorry. It's going to be offered for summer 2022. And I'd love to see you guys here. And if you're not ready to invest in that, don't forget, we have lots of many offerings. If you go to savvygroomer.com, you're going to see every way to work with me and start making all of these changes. And like I said, that's my goal for you guys. My goal for you guys is to find whatever works for you. But I want you to enjoy your vacation as a vacation, right? Your vacation's for fun. It's for adventure. Stop using it to try to unburn your, okay, to stop yourself from being burnt out. It's not going to help, unfortunately. I wish it did. I would be taking lots more vacations. It's taking time off. Okay, guys. So I really, really, really appreciate all of you guys being here with me. It is always a pleasure. So thank you so much for joining me this episode of Grow Wealthy Grooming. Be sure to visit me at savvygroomer.com to see my current opportunities to work with me in growing your pet grooming business, plus more free resources for you to learn. And also feel free to see me in the community, Savvy Pet Professionals. All right, guys, take it easy. And as always, happy grooming.